reason we're here is due to an outburst of phone calls and emails to media outlets requesting basically information, and some of that we cannot release, and some of that we cannot, inform you on. But what we are going to inform you on today may be some clarification and information relating to some of the calls and emails you've gotten, and that's related to the impacts of COVID-19 in our detention center and in our office. And the answer is yes. We have COVID-19 in the detention center. We have COVID-19 in every community there is. It's just one of those things, we're having to deal with. I can tell you last year, we only had 2 cases of COVID-19 in the detention center. We were one of the last detention centers in the state to be impacted by it. And that's because of just true, diligent, relentless work from our staff and the jail administration that followed every protocol and CDC guideline you can follow. And they still are, and they're doing the best of their ability to do everything they can do to keep everyone safe. But it's just something that we've seen that has impacted this entire country, that it's just not something you can snap your fingers and it's gone. And when it gets into a facility like this, it's dangerous. It's very dangerous. And what I say by that is you all willingly know that we lost 2 of our very own due to complications of COVID-19. And we're the only entity that I know of that has been impacted that strongly by it. Currently, we have 9 correction officers that are out, that are sick. And we have 5 that are on quarantine. And when you add those numbers together, and you have 14 of your people affected by it, it makes it hard and impacts your workforce tremendously. People are having to step up and do positions that they normally don't do. From our administration, they're cleaning, they're feeding, they're distributing medication with appropriate people. It's all hands on deck. And that's one thing, that being here in this position, it's tough, it's frustrating. You see the impact of it when, some of your people get sick and families are calling, but I assure you, everything is being handled as appropriate, professional, and by every guideline and policy that can be handled the right way. And that's what we have all done since day one. And, I know a lot of you receive calls and emails and loved ones are concerned, and that's very common. People are going to call, people are going to be upset. But I'm going to tell you, it's no different here than it is in Huntsville, Alabama, or Mobile, Alabama. It's everywhere. It's a pandemic, and that's the reason it's called a pandemic, because it has devastating effects and impacts on everything. But we are absolutely doing the best we can do, and I want to give you some information on it that may clarify some of these questions you may receive. There's some people that have called that will clarify some things, and I appreciate you all being here today. But we have positive cases in the jail. As far as number-wise, I can't tell you. That's a health department, a CDC guideline by the EMA that they assist us on those numbers. I can only verify that we do have those, and we do have those. But here's the thing: if someone comes in as an incarcerated inmate comes in for an arrest, we have a screening process we have to do. And Chief Smith and administration have done a phenomenal job. We screen those immediately when they come in to see what area they qualify for, or if they qualify. Because we definitely don't want to put someone where they don't need to be or with someone they don't need to be. That's the number one priority is the safety. And that's the safety for our people and the safety for them. But if they receive any kind of symptom or they have anything, we treat those as like an outpatient. We treat those, we have a medical staff here that does an outstanding job. And if it's something above they can't handle, well, guess what? They go outside the means and take them to the hospital, seek outside medical help immediately. No one is left in the trenches, and no one's laying there being sick for days and nobody knows about it. If there's any kind of symptom or anything going on, we know about it. And it's being handled, it's being addressed. I think people kind of get in a confusion mode and sometimes think, we're a hospital. We're a detention center. We house people that have committed a crime or sent here from a crime, so we have to follow our guidelines and policy for safety as well as those policies and guidelines for medical conditions. But we have people that take care of that and handle it very well so far. Everyone that's in there is monitored closely. Like I said, once again, no one is left anywhere. They're monitored closely. If any kind of condition changes, it is dealt with and handled immediately. We'll take them to the hospital to be checked out by their medical facility and decide if they need to go further from there or if they need to return under a certain condition. But everything has been handled appropriately. And You know, this is something that I take very serious. So when people call or people send emails, and what draws, you know, all of you here, I understand it's serious. I understand it's serious that people want answers and they want to know what's going on. I totally get that 100% because I see the effects of it. You know, I wear something on my arm to remind me every day that someone paid their life, you know, due to complications of COVID-19 that stood right here and done this job every single day. And it is a tough job. People get frustrated. And I tell people when they call all the time, they want to know, you know, how someone is in jail. And they'll call over to the jail. You have people over there that are dealing with these people. And I ask every one of them, you know the virus is tough. And the virus has had huge impacts on this country. Would you want a job dealing with it every single day? And they usually all say no. But there's people that are getting paid $11 an hour over there taking care of these people to the best of their absolute ability to do what they can do. And they are going above and beyond in these times of days and conditions to take care of these people. So everyone is taken care of appropriately and properly. I won't be answering any questions just due to some of the questions that may arise. That's why I'm trying to give you as much vital information as I can give you as some clarification, you know, to maybe knock out some of those calls and emails that you're receiving and understanding. People are going to say a lot of things. The world's biggest addiction is drama. And I'm known for kind of laying the line where it lays, but that's where it lays. The world's biggest addiction is drama, and people can't get enough of it. But I'm going to tell you what we got to do at times like this. We got to pray for these kind of situations. There's a man that still listens, and he still answers those prayers. And that's something that I highly recommend. I wanted to bring something in conclusion of this. I hope I've answered as much as that I can answer to be helpful to you, to sum up some of those questions. You know, as far as anything not being done needs to be done, absolutely not. Everything is being done to the 100% T that it can be done. Just this morning, the jail administrator himself, his assistant, and others that are high-class positions over there that do a great job as administrative were in that jail working. They were in that jail cleaning. They were taking out garbage. They had a crew set up ready to feed to make sure that they got the meals they needed appropriately and on time. They went above and beyond, just like everyone here at this office has done. They went above and beyond to secure the health and the condition and the protection and the safety of those people next door. So to be asked if you have not done what you need to do is an insult in this type of position when you do exactly everything you can do 110%, and so do your people. Because we have something to thrive for, and that's professionalism. And we've tried to prove that in every single way we can, and we will not stop now. We will continue to do what we do and take care of things we need to take care of. But the last thing I want to leave you with is this just was on my mind just a few minutes ago. And this thing travels with me all over the place. It sees a lot of things just like we do in this job, law enforcement. We see a lot of things. We're not just on a traffic stop right now. We're in a press conference with a pandemic that has run rampant in our office. And it's taken people from us and has affected every way we do our job. That's what made me think of this Bible right here. This Bible has been with me for many years. And it's torn, and it's tattered, and it's beaten, and it's rough. But there's one thing I can promise you about this Bible. That still today, it is good on the inside. And the people that work at this office are no different. They're tired. They're frustrated. They're working long hours. They're working double shifts because we have people out. But they don't let anybody down. They're definitely not letting the citizens of this county down or anybody that's inside that detention center. No one here is. Because they're still good on the inside. And we're going to keep doing that. In 1 Thessalonians 5, it says, do not. And I repeat that when I say do not. It says, rejoice evermore without ceasing. Pray. For it is the will of God. Nobody can stop this pandemic. No scientist can stop this pandemic. No sheriff can stop this pandemic from affecting his detention center. No doctor, I don't care with what degree he's got, can snap his finger and give about 500 vaccinations on every Monday, and the next Monday not have anybody sick whatsoever. It is the will of God. We just have to be obedient, but pray without ceasing. And that's what we need to do. And I ask as a community and everyone watching, now you understand what is taking place inside our detention center, and you see that our fight is 100%, and it will remain that way. Thank you for your time. God bless you.